to show you Charlie here really fast. Look. And he really loves the little Bobby, yeah. Are you a baby today? Are you a baby? Yes, he's my baby now, guys. And I apologize for this whole setting, but we actually just got home, back home from work, and I'm just tired, and I really didn't feel like setting up the whole changing area and picking out the outfit. You know how that goes. So I made myself a cup of coffee, and I brushed Charlie because he had his bath yesterday again, and he really needs grooming. So anyways, I made myself a coffee. Here is my coffee, guys. I'm going to have a sip. And I thought, okay, I'll just stop by here and I'll chat with you, all you folks out there on YouTube. And actually, I have a topic for today that I wanted to discuss. I has been thinking about talking about this topic, but I kind of it wasn't a priority, and I didn't know how to bring it up. But yesterday, I received pictures or work of progress of my custom. As you know, a lot of you know, or most of you know, I'm having a baby, a custom Reborn doll baby, or Reborn baby doll, created by Ruby Rose Reborn, Susie, my dear friend Susie, here on YouTube. So she's sending me work of progress pictures of this baby. And I look at the baby, and the baby's fabulous. I mean, the painting, the hair, the rooting, everything. The mohair is so shiny. Oh my goodness, you know me, how I am about my doll's hair. And I realized, oh my gosh, I feel so at ease with this custom. And when it comes to gender, guys, till this day, I have no idea what gender I will have the baby, if I'll have the baby as a boy or if I'll just have a baby as a girl. And as you know, I mean, all of you, up until recently, when I got my Philip, this was like purely a girl nursery. All of my Reborns were girls. And all the time, all these 2 years, I was kind of like gender limited, I would say. Like when you have a new kid coming and you go on, let's say, McPherson's, and you browse through kids, all I could see was one gender for certain kid. I would see like, or for most of the kids, okay? Not for Saskia, okay? There are a few kids that, of course, I can see that kid as a boy or a girl. But I'm talking like for the most of the kids, I would look at the kid and I would say, okay, this is the girl. I can't imagine this kid as a boy. For example, okay, Levi is like shining example of that. When I saw the Levi, I love Levi, okay? When I saw that baby, I was like, oh, that's a boy. There's no way that I could see that baby as a girl. I saw like some cute girls. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful Levi's out there, of course, but to me, that baby was a boy. You know what I mean, guys? And I was like really limited. So when I had my customs done, and I'm not really a custom gal at all, I'm really hard to decide on a kid, and I just prefer to buying finished babies. But I just wanted Susie to create a baby for me because I love Susie's artistry, and she's just so sweet, and she's so talented, and I really wanted to have a baby done by her because I saw her previous work. So it took me forever to decide on a kid. You know, as you know, my kid right now, it's just it's actually the third one in a row. Yeah, don't even ask, guys, okay? So when I was deciding on this kid, I kind of had a boy in mind, but you know, then I saw my Philip, I got my Philip, and suddenly I feel so free, guys, with this hobby. I don't feel so gender limited. So I told Susie, because she asked me a few times, so what do you think? Do you see a girl or you see a boy, or what's happening, you know? Like, and I said, you know what, Susie, I don't care. just do your job and let the kids speak to you as an artist. And I think it's actually a positive experience for her too. Just, you know, I'm pretty patient. I think customer, I'm not nagging her. I don't stress her because Susie works full time. She also has a family, so you know, and I really, I mean, I trust the woman, okay? I trust her artistic abilities. I trust her as a friend. She's like one of the closest friends I've ever had. So, you know, and I just told her, you know what? At this point, with Philip, I reached this level of content. You know, ladies, I just, I don't care if the baby is going to be a girl or a boy. I don't, it's not, no, I just voiced it by the way. Not that I don't care. I'm not feeling pressured to love the baby only as a girl or to love the baby only as a boy. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. So, as I said, way before getting Philip and before, I don't know if it's exactly the Philip, I think it's having both genders, and I kind of feel fulfilled right now. I do have my adorable princesses, my divas, my frilly girls, and I have these sweet little baby boy that I don't have to fuss about, you know, about his outfits. I don't need to buy gazillion of accessories. You know, socks are pretty sufficient because he's so tiny. I don't even have to buy like shoes for him. So I kind of am filled on all levels, you know. I have my newborns, I have my bigger girls right now, you know, I have some new babies coming as well, so that I will be probably overfilled, but right now I'm like really content, I have to say. And this whole experience, I think, having both genders, or maybe just really reaching your content level, I don't feel pressured, I don't feel stressed. I told my artist, you know what, just, you know, do your thing and I will see, you know. And it's just the weirdest thing because usually, you know, when we get customs, we go out there, we see the kid, or we see the kid, and we fall in love, and we we find the artist, we contact the artist, and we usually say, okay, they will ask you the gender, the hair, the eyes, right? That's like common practice. And yes, I did pick the hair and everything, but I just, I still am not decided how, you know, what gender I'm going to have that baby in. Maybe I'll just try both, I don't know. It's just like this whole new world of collecting opened to me. And I remember like Inez from Don't Worry Baby Reborn Collective, like in the past 2 years, sometimes I would just send her the pictures of this new kid, or she would send me the pictures of this new kid, and I would say, oh my gosh, I see a girl, and oh my gosh, I see a boy, I would love to have this kid. But since I was not collecting the boys, I said, no, I can't have that kid because it's a boy. And she would be like, what are you talking about? It can be like both ways. And yes, certain kids I can see as boys and girls, but certain kids I still kind of, well, not now, but before, I kind of felt, okay, that's a boy. There's no way, like, if I saw the blank kid or a girl version or a boy version, I was just not feeling, you know, like the gender that I didn't see in a kid. I just, you know what I mean, guys? So I was always envious of like my friends, like Inez and Susie and I mean Shannon, like so many people, like all of the guys, like pretty much like majority of my friends, they could see all, like both genders in certain kids, and I could not see them. I was like, what is happening, you know? And I felt so limited, and I did feel pressured because I wanted to try some kids, but I just could not imagine having these kids as girls. Yes, as girls. And since I was having only a girl nursery, I was like, oh yeah, well, I will have to pass on that one because it's a boy. I see a boy, you know. And I I don't know if I was overthinking it or just not being able to imagine maybe a boy in my nursery. I have no idea, guys. But that's what I was thinking. And yesterday, seeing my work in progress picture that Susie sent me, I didn't feel any stress at all. I didn't feel my stomach like in knots. You know, I have to decide now. Do I see a girl? Am I going to bond, or do I see a boy? Am I going to bond? Right now, I have this feeling of freedom, guys, that I am not gender pressured with my babies anymore. I kind of have in my future babies, I am decided on gender just because there is a story behind those babies, okay? But otherwise, now when I see the kid, I can imagine, let's say, Levi girls, really cute girls. I can imagine, like pretty much any kid. I do see them in both genders. Like suddenly, like this funky gate opened in my head and I just saw the light, or I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. And I really know, and I really wish I could explain it, especially on my channel, especially like to people who are not in a hobby like my sister. I was talking to her the other day. Those ladies who follow me on Instagram, you know, I found a portrait baby, like portrait sculpt for my adorable little nephew, and it's almost really frightening how my little nephew looks like this sculpt. Like seriously. Like all the ladies were like, oh my gosh. So I made a collage of a few pictures and the babies of that sculpt. So I made that collage and I sent it to my sister on Viber. So I sent it to her and she messages me. She's like, can you talk? So she calls me and she's like, what is happening? Like, what are those dolls? They look like little John, you know? Because my nephew's name is John. They look like Johnny, and I'm like, yeah, it's his portrait sculpt, you know? And then, you know, so these are the moments in a hobby that we kind of think like they're normal, and, you know, she didn't say anything rude because, you know, she knows better. She kind of hurt my feelings at the beginning when I started in a hobby, and I really took it like hard. I told her that I was really disappointed in her because I always supported her decision no matter what craziness she came up with, you know? I mean, this is not craziness, but her choices sometimes of hobbies and stuff, you know, dating stories. So I was always by her side. I told her, you know what, you better support me in this. Otherwise, I'm not going to talk to you. So, and she knows when I am very peaceful person. It takes a lot to get me like raging, but once I get there, so yeah. Anyways, I was trying to explain this to her, and you could really clearly see she kind of still doesn't get it. Like, why would you be stressed out when you're expecting your doll? And I'm like, well, and then she goes, because of the money, because she kind of knows. I didn't tell her how much these dolls are, like, exactly. My mom knows, but I didn't tell my sister because she would be okay. But anyways, where was I? Charlie. So yeah, it's like, well, yeah, there are, like, they're not cheap, these babies. So I get it. I'm like, no, it's not only that. It's not only money. It's all this emotional involvement that we get with these dolls. And probably I get it, okay guys? If somebody told me 5 years ago that somebody can get really like stressed out and have anxiety attacks over a doll, and they're 40 years old like I am, I would be like, okay, well, they need to change their medication. Now I get it. So I think you have to be in a hobby to really understand the hobby. But anyways, so yeah, that's my little chat that I wanted to do, guys, today. Please excuse me not having a Reborn doll with me. There are some things that I want to chat about maybe to bring up that little YouTube chaos that is going on with little channels, but I just I was doing my own research and I want to bring it up, but I just have to confirm my theory, or not suspicions, but I mean, one of the reasons that I think why is this happening. So anyways, I will probably talk about this weekend. I have some other topic in mind. I really need to change a few of the babies because Lulu is still in her Valentine's Day dress, okay? So yeah, I've been really busy. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here, for sticking till the end. Here is my Charlie. Say hello to aunties. We are going for a walk right now. So ladies, I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful Friday evening. Have a great start of the weekend. Have fun, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, and cheers with coffee. Coffee rocks. Bye.